Douglas Luiz was left ruining his shoulder shimmy Mickey take in front of Andre Onana as Manchester United made him pay. Luiz's celebrations after his 67th minute equaliser left the Red Devils goalkeeper distraught, much to the displeasure of a number of United players.
Fast forward to the 87th minute and it was substitute Scott McTominay leading the celebrations with the travelling faithful. The sub had come on to plunder another late goal in this crucial clash in the battle for fourth.
Rafael Varane, who had held his hands out at Luiz to ask the Brazilian what he was playing at with that celebration, was straight in the Villa player's face. The referee had to come over to make sure it did not all escalate. Read more on Man Utd VAN win a stunning VW campervan or £42,500 cash alternative from just 89p with our discount Lookout Sure Hands. Man United huge injury scare as H's forced off at half-time versus Villa. What a moment it was to finish an absolute thriller at the Villa, which saw Rasmus Højlund claim yet another goal with his 6th in 7 games to open the scoring after 17 minutes.
It was a crackling from the first whistle, a game full of passion and attacking intent on both sides. This was one clearly both sides were out to win. It was a newly confident United who started the best with their new threatening attack doing just that, threatening.
Most read in football half measures. Fuming West Ham fans leave stadium before half-time in 6-0. Arsenal drubbing peer pressure. Piers Morgan slams Arteta's ridiculous Arsenal team to face West Ham. Red alert. Arsenal hit by injury crisis with 4 players ruled out of West Ham clash. FPR real. Fergie's TV interview abruptly cut short after he breaks Sky presenters' heart-free bets. Best Betting offers new customer bonuses. When Rashford stormed down the middle of the park on a 50-yard run, he found Alejandro Garnacho on the right. His cross was aimed for Højlund, but Diego Carlos had got back and intercepted with his head.
Sir Alex Ferguson's live TV interview abruptly cut short after Man United legend breaks Sky Sports presenter's heart. When Villa tried to play the ball out from the back and made a mess of it, a great chance came the Red Devils' way. Bruno Fernandes fed Højlund, who had a free shot, but he fell backwards as he tried to execute and screwed the effort wide.
That brought much mocking from the Holte end, but they would be silenced 5 minutes later by the same player. What a well-worked set-piece it was too. Fernandes fired the corner over deep and Harry Maguire took to the clouds to reach it.
Slabhead gave it an absolute slab back across goal and Højlund was there unmarked to turn it home from close range. With that he became the second youngest player in Premier League history at 21 years 7 days to score in 5 successive games. The youngest is Nicolas Anelka at 19 years 239 days. Advantage United, but Villa did everything to try and level things back up by the break as they turned on the turbos. Onana has had plenty of stick this season and his ill-fated trip to the AFCON with Cameroon hardly enhanced his reputation. But he has bounced back since and was crucial to United keeping their lead at the break. When Villa captain John McGinn released a thunderbolt, he took flight to get his fingertips to it.
Then when McGinn turned provider to put Ollie Watkins in, Onana slid out bravely towards the player, blocking the shot with his knee and colliding with the Villa player and his own defender Diogo Dalot. He required attention but was soon back up and appreciating Maguire for his defensive work.
For when Lewis fed Jacob Ramsey, a chance was on, but Maguire always puts his body on the line and slid in with a fine block. His renaissance at United continues into the second period, and within its first minute Rashford was off on another of his trademark runs.
It finished with a jink inside, a 360 turn while retaining the ball, but he couldn't get a decent shot away. Up the other end, and Ollie Watkins had the perfect opportunity to mark his 150th game for the club.
He had recently surpassed the half-century Premier League goal mark for Villa too, which was recognised before the game. But it was the gift he then got in front of goal which he failed to take. Matty Cash provided the cross and Watkins, unmarked in the 6-yard box, turned the ball goalwards.
Unfortunately, he hit it straight at Onana. Garnacho was clearly out to write more headlines of his own, but his shot from an angle that failed to find the target was at the expense of a cross to Højlund, who looked less than impressed. Onana was having one of his best games for United, but his resolve would finally be broken, but not before another amazing stop.
He flung out a hand to deny Clement Lenglet at point-blank range. But when Leon Bailey drilled the ball back in, Lewis turned it into the top corner. Read more. Son STORIESHOLY. Molly Sue Radford prepped for a mini break a day after trolls accused her of showing off. That's muggy. Love Island first look sees tensions rise between Eve and Casey, then came the shimmy of delight and it was game on.
A game United claimed to the absolute delight of their players and fans.